Hey, what's up? I'm Renee,
I'm Kason.
and we're Ren'sKaseTV, and welcome back to all those that's been on this journey with us for a while. We haven't seen you in a while, and hello to all you newcomers.
For those who have been following us for a while, don't comment below. Let us know how you've been doing.
So yeah, we've been gone for about 8-ish years. Really don't know how long, but yeah, let's get to that. We took some time to live life. We got married, we moved around, we had job opportunities, we graduated universities. So we had a lot of great things happen. And in the midst of all these great things happening, we were like, we should start a family.
But let's back up. We would be remiss if we didn't say that we miss posting on YouTube, we miss being on social media. But like they said, life happened and YouTube got kind of pushed to the back of our minds because we had to be present in the moment and live life. So, yes.
We are in the middle of a fertility journey. But before we got to where we are now, we've had some losses. We've had some not so great treatment. So we started our journey in 2020 towards the middle of the pandemic. We was like, all right, this is time. Not that the pandemic is over. Let's get that straight. The pandemic is still happening.
Yeah.
But we was like, we're stuck in the house. Might as well have a family. Might as well start a family. So we went to the great internet and tried to figure out how we can do that. We purchased sperm online and we did a few cycles at home.
We did a few IUI cycles at home.
Well, it's ICI at home.
Well, excuse me, we did a few ICI cycles at home. Those did not take, so we just kind of decided to stop. Not because we wanted to, but because it was starting to become very costly and timely.
And stressful.
Yes, it was. That was starting to basically kind of push us away from each other. Like that was driving a wedge into our relationship. Because at that point we weren't married.
And then we moved to Maryland. I got a I got a great job and we got married and then I got another great job and we was like, all right, let's try this again. And that great job I got just so happened to cover all fertility because it's kind of a mandate in Maryland.
So, which brings us to now. We are at the very beginning of our IUF cycle,
IVF.
IVF cycle. I'm gonna get that out. We're at the very beginning of our IVF cycle. We're excited. We have both waited for this moment for 6 years. So to be here now after all the ups and downs, all the arguments, all of the meltdowns, we both had a few meltdowns along the way. And
Negative test.
a lot of
Positive turned negative.
a lot of negative tests, a few chemicals, but just knowing that we had each other throughout the whole process um, made it a lot easier. It was not easy at all.
At first.
Yeah, at first it was not easy seeing like negative after negative and then getting a positive one day and then you test again a few days after and it's negative. Like,
But that's just a part of our journey and our from where we are now in this IVF cycle, it's gonna go great. It's only going to get better from here. We have been very privileged. Like I said, my job covers everything for the most part. And what my job doesn't cover was graciously gifted some fertility meds, which is like a very big cost of fertility treatments.
yes.
So
And
really, oh, go ahead.
we appreciate that because a lot of people aren't in the situation that we are in to have a great community around them. People, we have people praying for us. We have people speaking affirmations over us in this journey, and we greatly appreciate it.
And since we have such a great community here physically, we want to share this with you all because y'all were once a very big part of our story.
And we decided what other way to come back to YouTube than to not share our IVF journey with our YouTube family.
And it's also just going to be a very different perspective because most IVF stories are told from the perspective of white cishet couples, and it's going to be told from the perspective of a trans man because he's going to be telling it from his perspective. But even though I'm carrying, it's going to be through his eyes, and we're definitely not white. Yeah, definitely not white. I had to double check.
I'm definitely not white. But yes, like Renee said, so it's gonna be from my point of view. So you will see a lot of videos with me in them, documenting appointments. I might even start a little segment called Car Confession Chronicles, just documenting where we are in the process, how I feel about it, it's gonna be probably very emotional because, like we said, we've been on this journey for 6 years, and even though I'm not the one carrying it, I feel like my input is just as important. Um, I don't because I wanted this so bad. I don't want to miss any moment. So there'll probably be a lot of behind the quote unquote behind the scenes moments, but it's gonna be us. A lot of real raw conversations of what we're feeling in the moment.
So where we are in this cycle, we've already done a few days of suppression, and we're getting ready to go to our first baseline appointment. So essentially, after this baseline appointment, we should be done with suppression. And what suppression is, it basically stops you from having eggs created and ovulating. So yeah, I've taken 7 days of estrogen, and murder has been on my mind. Not that I actually ever hurt anyone, but the angry mixed with the very random bits of joy that feel a little bit unnatural. Yeah, it's been
And
really fun.
and then the crying spells, the random crying spells, um, the anger outbursts of me just breathing the wrong way. I'm literally getting cursed out 10 ways from Sunday.
I always apologize though. After I kind of like, okay, yeah, I did too much. I will always admit that I did too much sometimes.
So, and this is just the beginning. So, if you stayed this long, we appreciate you. We hope that you decide to join the family. If you do decide to join the family, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well.
So thank you. Until next time, leave a little bit of affirmations, some prayers for him. So yeah, until next time, bye.